I want to welcome everyone back to the Disruptive Voices of the Pacific. It's another week and we are interviewing another amazing woman, and I'm excited about today's interview with Roko because generally a lot of the stories that we hear on this podcast are generally really tough stories of abuse, of pain, and that's the whole purpose of this podcast. But today we're going to hear a really good news story of a woman who hasn't just seen a problem. She's actually doing something about it where she lives. So welcome, Roko. How are you?
I'm very good, Letitia. How are you? Thank you for having me today.
Yes, thank you. And your voice is a bit croaky because you were cheering at the Cokes, which we've just had. So that was great. And well done to the schools who won. And it was an exciting time. So, Roko, maybe before we get into just some of the amazing work that you do, can you introduce yourself? Tell us a little bit about who you are, your background, your family.
Thank you, Letitia. My name is Roko, and actually my name is Soweri, but they usually call me Roko because it's shorter and easier for many. And I'm a mother of 7, and I live here in Nanuku, in the Nanuku community, which is a squatter settlement right in the city of Suva. I'm a full-time student at the University of the South Pacific.
And you're amazing. Full-time student, mother of 7, and then doing amazing work in your community. Maybe just tell us a little bit about Nanuku. Like you said, it's right on the outskirts of Suva. Maybe not many people are aware, but just describe what Nanuku is like.
Well, Nanuku is just like any other informal settlement where we are nearer to, I would say, to the shopping centers, to school. We have access to medical facilities. But I think one of the major issues here is the electricity. Not every house has electricity, which is, I would say, which is one of the challenges that we here as a community are facing, and also getting to own a water meter. Letitia. So,
yeah,
yes, that's a little bit about Nanuku.
Mm-hmm. Yes, no, it's there's some challenges there, especially when you do live so close to the city. Hey, how long have you lived in Nanuku for?
Well, we moved, we were in the village of Nasilai in Rewa before me and my family moved here because it's easier to get access to education. So that was back in 2016. So ever since we moved was also when we started this idea of helping our children, especially in reading, and also just promoting literacy through our book club.
Yeah, no, that's incredible. So maybe just tell the viewers a little bit of what goes on in your house every Saturday morning.
Thank you. Just what goes on in the house. It's just a group of children gathering together, just like any other normal school day, but this time it's just without the uniforms, and children just gather around. We read books, and we come into groups. Usually we start at 9 o'clock, and we finish a little after 2 p.m. And sometimes after 2 p.m. on a Saturday, children still hang out here at home. So basically it's just teaching the children how to read, the pronunciation, and for those whom I see are interested in drawing, I give them some drawings to take part in, like art and craft. And yes, it's just amazing. Even we have some young singers who also participate using the guitar.
Yes, the morning we came to visit, we heard some beautiful singing. Now, when you say a few children gathering in your home, it can be anywhere between 30 to 40. So we're not talking about 5 or 6 here. You've got the whole settlement, it would seem like. Why are you opening your home to them on a Saturday? Is is their school during the week not enough, or are they falling through the cracks? Or what really motivated you to do something extra for them?
Well, Letitia, I wouldn't blame anybody for because for the issues that's coming up, especially in school, especially for the teachers, it's a challenge. As I have also worked in a school before, and I've seen that literacy is something that is very important because we are it okay, and that is like we have our mother tongue, and then we have to come and learn English. It's something new for us, our pronunciation, and finding like words of the same meaning, words of the same sound, but it has different meaning altogether. So just looking at how children are going on like with their reading, I feel like I'm responsible, like as I think as a woman who's already been in the education system, who's a mother, I feel that it's my responsibility to actually do something about it. So I saw the issue and I thought maybe I'll just try and help out in this particular area. So yes, it's been going on, and it's been going on well.
Has been going amazing, hasn't it? So where did this passion for young children come from?
Well, I'm like a mother, like I already have children on my own, and seeing that sometimes in the community children are being left behind, like especially on Saturdays, like we don't have anything to do around in the community. There's not enough space for probably we'd say for sports, and children don't have access to like books. So it came to my mind that yes, maybe with an empty living room and a background full of books, so maybe I'd just gather in some children and at least help in a way. Yes, that's why I just love children, and I just love having them with me, even though like it takes so much of my time, but I think I've never given up back then and still going till now.
You're amazing.
Mm.
And on top of that, also you provide lunch for them as well. As you said, quite often they're there from 9 till 2, which is a huge commitment, and then maybe even staying on longer. Where does the food come from to provide lunch for 40 children each week?
Okay, so we have, so I belong to a church which is Fiji Connect, and through Fiji Connect, we are also partnering up with the Love Suva Foundation. So this is a group of churches just coming together, loving on our city Suva. And yes, so every week I work with my beautiful sister Liliana, who has who has a roster that each family from the church, they supply us with sandwiches, hot dog, pizzas, and yes, other food, like mostly like the nutritious food, I'd say. Ham sandwiches, yeah, all the different sorts of sandwiches come in on every Saturday. And also from the Equippers Church, from Pastor Tico, and also some of my friends, some of the old boys from Jane Ryan College, because I went to Jane Ryan, then I later went into Jasper Williams. So the some of my friends overseas, they also send me money in which it caters for the lunch. But yes, mostly it's always from Fiji Connect, the family from Fiji Connect.
There are, which is fantastic. There are other churches that have gotten involved as well to help, even with school supplies, books. Can you talk about the support that's come from other churches as well?
Yes, I'd like to thank Salvation Army for our back to school this year. They provided for 10 children. This includes the school bag, a pair of uniform, and also the stationery, like that is in a station on a stationery list. And we also have Leadership Fiji, who comes in with our desk. So they just, this is a set, 2 sets now. So the first set they brought in was about 2 years ago. They brought in the first set of desk and chairs. It was like 30 plus, and then we just had 20 plus recently. So all these chairs were and desks were distributed to children in the idea that many of the children were always studying like lying on the floor. So we wanted to provide like children, like a better, at least like to have a seat and study. Yeah. Not taking into consideration the electricity part, we just thought to just give them probably a more comfortable place to sit and study. And so it's been Salvation Army, Leadership Fiji. We've also had private donors who remained anonymous. Sometimes I try to get their names, but it was like really hard. And we have Vuniwai from church, who also donated our panties, our seti, that's a couch for the children to sit on, and our beautiful fan, just during hot weather. And the panties were also distributed to the children where their siblings, like teenagers, and also their mom could have access to it. And it has Bible verses written like at the back. Yeah. And yes, I think we got a printer recently that's with Liliana at her home. It was donated by someone, so I thought we'd just leave it there. So whenever we needed something to print, we'll just send it through email, and she printed, and she'll just hand it over to us. And there was recently I think a group of women from church. They also brought in a 4-burner stove, also a double bunk for the house, and yes, and some I think just a few just stationaries basically to use here for the children. So Letitia, this is these things that are going on here at home are for free. It's not paid for. It's just that children are not forced to come, or I go for them. Children know exactly the time to come in, like when the sessions are taking place. So they know what time is their time for them to come in.
Yeah, and amazing. I love that even though you can talk now about all the donations and the supports, you didn't start with that. You didn't wait for that to come before you started. You just started, you saw a need, you started, and since then people have come on board with your vision and wanting to really help and support you, which is beautiful. Amazing. What are some of the challenges that you face? We've talked about a lot of the great stuff there. What are some of the challenges that you face just having to do this week after week with so many young children?
I think I think the challenge is some children come a bit earlier. Yeah, I think some of them, like even before 7, they're knocking at the gate, um, and not being able to chase anyone away, and just but it's just they're okay. They come in. Sometimes we like end up having breakfast together, and then they stay, and afterwards they're supposed to go, they keep hanging around. So it's more like it's something that is I'd say very challenging, like to actually have children to be with you and just spend time with them. And yes, probably the second one is I would say is electricity, because most of the children, because we are in the heart of just a few minutes away from Suva City, and we are not having access to electricity. I think that's something to do probably with the government side. I don't know, but we've tried how many times to get in electricity, but it's always saying that this is an untitled land, and probably because we're not paying for they say city rates or something, that's why we're not getting. But I just hope that come a time that government like look into this problem, because we have for us, because we are older, we're looking at our younger generation who will be the future leaders of tomorrow. And definitely everyone needs electricity and water. Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a basic need, isn't it? And to not have it in this day and age, when, like you said, you're so close to the city, is unthinkable. So hopefully some people listening to this can sort that issue out. What are some, I mean, you said when you moved to Nanuku in 2016, that's when you saw the need and kicked off the Saturday morning. So that's been a good almost 7 or 8 years. What are some of the results you're seeing in the children from just working with them each week?
Thank you, Letitia. So I think so through the work that I'm doing, I'm also part of the Vunilangi Book Club, which got registered last year after 6 years. And just seeing the confidence in children, being able to stand up and speak and even read a book out loud. Some of them would never utter a word. Some of them were so silent, they'd just sit on the corner and, look around and, look lost. And yes, and we were able to get a child through to a private school here in Suva, Suva Christian Community, thanks to Mr. Bauer, whom we actually went to a meeting with Madam, a director of private school, Beacon Learning Center. She also got in, Madam Vanessa Mimbulu. And my other friend, she also helps in with the other children. She's also living in the community. She was also running the same program as I was. So we just went into a meeting and I was telling these stories of how it's helping children. So they decided to take the boy in for a scholarship of 2 years. Yes. And he also had a private scholarship through Patricia Naisara. She's also very supportive of what we do here in the Nanuku community. She's also part of the Leadership Fiji, that one that brings our desk, and also the children's kept from Westpac. Thank you, Westpac. And yes, so I think as we grow, like we've seen that children are able to speak out some of the things that is not supposed to be told, like it's coming out. And we're very happy that we have created a platform where children are able to raise their voice. And even though like we ask them question and it might seem wrong, but like they are able to say things out and voice out their opinion. In that way, if something is being done to them, they are able to know that there are people that they can trust on the way. So yes, scholarships, we have DACs, those who have attained DACs from their school. We have class captains and prefects. I know these are the small things that is happening, but for a community to come out like this and shine is just a hope for the children. Yes, and we also take them out. They also get to see new places. Letitia, they also get to visit the University of the South Pacific. We also get to go on the Utonialo. I know not everyone has been in the Utonialo. And we've also went out to the sailing club, just to fix the sailing on the boat and yes, all those things. So I think we've also taken out the children to the out in the city. We went to Albert Park. So some of these children have never left their homes. But I think creating this space has opened up many opportunities for the children. Also, Graduate Women of Fiji has also come in to give a scholarship for 8 women and a few others who also attended the Matua program, which is up in Makoi. So yes, Graduate Women of Fiji has also been a part of our journey. Thank you, Graduate Women of Fiji, for the support.
Wow, Roko, that's incredible. You are changing a nation, well, you're changing a community. Education and learning to read in those basic skills can make a huge difference. And as you said, we don't want to blame people, but just things do fall through the crack from time to time, don't they? And so we've got to rally around our children, and we say a lot, it takes a village to raise a child, and you're part of that village, and you're doing something exceptional. So thank you, and I pray that it will inspire other people to look at their community or their settlements. You might not have much, but you just step out and see what happens, and the support comes, doesn't it, Roko? What would you like to see for the future? Do you have some plans or dreams for your Saturday group for the future, or you're just happy to plot along?
Well, we'll see how things go, but so far so good. A lot of these kids have really grown over the years, and I've had to watch them like from coming up from toddler, I think, into preschool and into the kindergarten level, into the primary. And then we have some who's just found work. We had a boy who just found his his first holiday job. And he was so thankful, like just having the confidence to actually be interviewed was so funny. But yes, Letitia, I think for the future, probably I just would like to just advise those who are planning to do the same thing, that the only thing that keeps us going is the only thing that you have to have is a passion. Like and just start with whatever you have, and then just have a strong support system, have good people along with you that can help you. I think that will take us a long way.
Yeah, that's important. Well, thank you for all that you do. You are a disruptive woman, disrupting in a good way, making sure our young people are valued and supported, and just given that dignity of being able to learn and read. So well done to you, Roko. Any last final words that you'd like to leave us with before we go?
Yeah, just probably, I think if your child is not doing well in school, I think some of us parents, like we tend to blame ourselves, and we get to say, I'm not doing enough, or what am I doing wrong in life? So I'll just probably say that not two child are the same. We all have our different, like as we grow, we develop slowly, some slower than the rest, while others develop faster. But it's always good to be consistent with what you do, and not just look into your family. I think look into the neighbors as well. Try and get the neighbors, see the reason why the child is not going to school. Be part of someone else's life, and always share the little things that you have, Letitia.
That's beautiful. Well, thank you so much, Roko, and God bless you as you look after your own 7 children and continue to study as well.
Thank you.